there. From 17 once again. This is my Metal Gear Solid 5 S-Rank walkthrough. This is episode 49, a subsistence variant of the Occupation Forces. So, if you could use the horse here, this would be easy, but you can't. And instead, it's going to be rather challenging. I really did not think this through, and this is my first attempt at it, which I'm really happy to say. But at the same time, there is a lot of room for improvement, and I'm looking forward to figuring out a better strategy. So, the infiltration is going to be the exact same as my other occupation infiltration. We're going to get to the door, we're going to take the same path, but look at that! I've never seen that before. Apparently my difficulty has been modified in such a way that there's a random sniper up here instead of claymores. So, yeah, fancy that. And what I really should have done, thinking back, is I should have probably killed this guy and dumped him in the road. But I didn't know what the vehicle would do if it saw a dead body in the road, so I chose to put a living body in the road because I didn't have a way to stop the convoy, you see. And, of course, the person woke up. If he'd not woken up, the strategy would be flawless, but he did. And I've yet to test whether or not a dead person in the road would stop the convoy indefinitely, or if it would trigger an alarm. I get the feeling it'd trigger an alarm, but I don't know for certain. But the strategy here is we're going to subdue a guy who has a honeybee rocket launcher for whatever reason. Guy's a baller, as these guys see me, because I'm crawling around in bloody drab green when I'm on sandy desert, and I'm going to be really, really cocky here because they're coming to check it out. But as soon as I'm up here, I'm safe. And just bear in mind, there's one guy walking around up here. He's sometimes there, he's sometimes moving towards the door, and on this occasion, he's standing on that little veranda thing. But up here, you get a checkpoint, which is where all the craziness is going to start from. So I take out the guy. First, I secure the checkpoint so that I'm next to the convoy when it loads me in. Second, I take the guy out and I drop his body in the road. And then third, I use that moment of distraction to get rid of the vehicles. Two things happen. I get a really bad checkpoint, which loads me into the game behind a tank that's stopped, but I'm in the eyesight of a guy who sees me, so an alarm goes off, and it saved me into an alarm. And I wanted to see if I could get my way out of it and see how it would affect the ranking, and the ranking was still an S rank, but it has to be said, the game checkpointed me into an alarm, into an unwinnable situation. So you want to be really, really careful with that kind of shit. And so, because I tagged the guy... Oh, I didn't, did I? That must have been a different run. Shit. If you tag the dude outside here, you can see him through the wall and you know where he is, so you don't have to be tentative coming out that door. This moment is all about patterns. If you've come here at the time of day I've come here, no one can see you. And you can get across this quite comfortably and start diving down this cliffside, which works wonders, even though I'm almost certain he'd break his neck. But it works. And then once you're down here, you're pretty much open to run across to that corner that's to the left of us and hit that checkpoint. The guy we're going to be subduing is to my left, and we're going to be subduing him after a checkpoint, so the transition might be a little bit confusing, but I'll guide you through it. So he's there. Do you see him walking down? He's the person we're going to be robbing the corpse from to drop in the road, even though technically he's not a corpse, and that's what fucks us over. As soon as you hit this rock up here, there's a checkpoint and there's going to be a funny transition. Right, this is where it loads you in when you fuck up, because of course I did. And now I'm going to go and grab the dude who's going to be my dinner ticket. So I do a wide berth to stop him seeing me, because this is daylight and I don't think you can mess with the time of day on these subsistence missions, I'm not sure. I get behind him. It doesn't matter, because at this point I have to be quick, so I don't really have the opportunity to have much choice here. I pick him up, I run back over here, I dump him in the road. If you can get to him sooner, you can sneak up to behind him, knock him out, and not have to suffer that alarm. But I already know at this point, my alarm bonus is gone. So the game saving me into this situation wasn't as bad as it would have been if I'd not got one. But as you can see, this is as ghetto and guerrilla as this gets. There's this second checkpoint we get by running back up here. And now the trucks are going to be passing us, as you can see, there's a couple of 100 meters away. And this is where we have to do the thing that having a horse would have enabled us to do from the beginning. However, such is what subsistence is. So here's the first one. If this was Traitor's Caravan, it'd be dead easy because, you know, it's so effective stopping convoys and triggering cutscenes and then convoys not moving, but this convoy moves. And you can do the exact same thing of quitting out to stop a tank. So when you come to the back of this, there is the tank. There is this one. And then here's where things get weird. Things get really weird because he's alive and he saw me and I can't shoot him. Although I could, but it's still an alarm and I'm just like, this is rubbish. This is just time to go, time to leave. No horse, gotta run. People know where I am. Blood's on the screen. Mission objectives are done, but still, I feel kind of dirty. But it'll work, guys. As ugly as it was, it'll get it. And this is a mission I'm looking forward to really studying because there's got to be some super sneaky, awesome method. Like, how else do you stop a convoy when you don't have anything? There must be a way. And I'm going to find it, and I'm going to share it when I do. But run over to where the edge of the arena is, or call the chopper in if you want to do that. It's entirely up to you. But I won't make you suffer that. So there's the score at the end, guys. We only just got it, but we still got it, and that's all that matters. It's down, it's dirty, it's done. Thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.